right, you guys. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Messy in Menopause with your host, Mo.
It's Alice. What's up, guys?
Hey, and today...
Happy birthday, Mo! I love birthdays. I love celebrating birthdays. How do you feel?
Girl, okay, let me preface this that obviously this is my big 50.
Woo!
Okay.
50 is the new 30, ladies.
But I do have to say this one hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Like I've never been like an ageist. I love my birthday. I love celebrating every age. Like I own it. But 50 for some reason, yikes.
I think it's the pressure from society. Yikes. I think a lot of it has to do with the input that we're constantly hearing and we're seeing, youth is where it's at. But it's not. And that's what we're here for. That's why we started this podcast.
100%.
And we want to celebrate you today. So what is it that you want to talk about? Because I'm super excited to get into this shit.
All right. So I wanted to talk today about the things no one wants to say out loud about getting old.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And like the truths and the hard facts of it,
Yeah. I've got some hard facts for you guys.
Yeah, I think I got, so I didn't really do a lot of research like Alice did because Alice is my research girl now.
I'm in college. I'm 40-year-old in community college. What's up?
I am basically going off my personal experience.
And that's kind of the best place to start, I think, because otherwise it doesn't resonate.
Right.
It's just a bunch of words out in space, right?
Yeah, 100%. So I'm being very vulnerable
and that's
TMI on this, okay?
Bravo,
Going
Mo.
into my 50s like a baddie.
Everyone's doing this now, so I think we have to do this, right? 50.
I think they got that from Love Island.
Oh, did they?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so my first one.
Yes, give it to me.
Okay. I feel like this is the one that no one warned me about. And when it happened to me, I literally had a fucking meltdown.
Okay.
And logically thinking, I should have expected it.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
We're so busy. We're just distracted constantly. So it's okay. It's okay if you find yourself someplace and then you're like, wait, I'm experiencing this. What am I supposed to do? Right?
Yeah. So it was the first time that I found in my vag fur coat.
Okay.
Gray hair.
Oh, okay. No, that's a big thing. That's a huge thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I guess it is. I guess it is a thing, right?
Well, it's a thing.
So gray hairs are all about hormones.
Yeah.
And so, people they're getting gray hairs, which is quote unquote aging them in their 30s or even 20s. The guys in my family get gray hairs in their 20s.
Right.
And they're silver by the time they're 30. I started getting gray hair at 26, 24, 26.
So
Yeah. I've mentioned before, my grandpa, he was a silver fox most of his life.
Right.
So hot. But yeah, silver hairs down there, that's kind of a vibe.
No, it's not.
Everybody wants to go, dude, I can't wait till I'm like 70% silver. I'm going to let it just all go silver.
Oh, wait, that's one of my next points. That's one of my next points. But down there, I was like, oh, hell no. And I made an appointment with my girl, and I was like, Brazilian.
Yeah.
I want a full Brazilian. Take it all. I don't want to see
Front
it.
to back,
Front
baby.
to back, because if I have one in my butthole, I'm going to cry.
Oh, for sure. Well, we luckily we don't see it that much.
Right.
But just knowing that it's there would bother me too.
Yeah.
I'm fully smooth. And I've been that way. Yeah, I've just been that way because I don't like the concept of something down there being able to catch any scent or any, anything from your clothing.
Yeah.
And ladies, please do yourself a favor and buy new underwear every year or every 2 years, completely replace it.
But I don't wear underwear.
You're not the only one. I know a lot of girls that don't. I know a lot of chicks that don't.
I moved far away. I felt like it was causing more issues than not.
Okay.
And then, so honestly, I free ball it.
That's okay too.
What do I call it?
Free
Free lip it. Free lip it.
Get it.
I free lip it.
Good for free lipping. We are, girl, I will drink to that.
Let's cheers.
We are
today we are drinking in honor of my birthday trip coming out to Hawaii. Actually, I will be in Hawaii when this airs. These are Pog Mimosas. So
that's
cheers
right.
to 50.
Ooh, these are delicious.
Pog Mimosas.
I wore a little happy dress for Mo today since she's going to the island.
And I wanted it to feel like a cupcake.
Yes. Well, I've seen you in that before and I love it. You wore that.
Like my favorite little like
it's
party.
So cute on you. Dude, you were the belle of the ball at the Common Kings thing, I'm telling you.
Oh, I had a blast.
That's my favorite post, is us that night. Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, the grays down there is just
the grays down there suck. You can go smooth. Now, I mean, on top of that though, let's talk about how our skin ages. Nobody wants to talk about how things down there can start to look different because skin is different. And it can feel different too. Like, I know something that's really kind of personal to me that I can't stand, but it's part of what I've learned to accept is if someone goes to kind of like smack your butt or, you know, rub up next to you, I'm getting squishy. And I do yoga every day. I do hardcore yoga. I'm a yoga instructor and I'm squishy. If someone touches me, like I squish a little bit and sometimes it bothers me. Like, well, it's not like a tight round ass.
Yeah.
I got ass for days.
Same.
But it's squishy a little bit. So my skin obviously is kind of, you know, it's loosening. There's less collagen, like all those things. Now, if you listen to any other podcast or any other surgeon or doctor talk about aging, they say there's 2 ages.
Okay.
That we rapidly age. There's 2 key points in our aging journey where we age.
Don't tell me it's 50 because I'm going to cry right now.
It's not. It's actually 44 and 74.
Oh, okay. I got some time.
Yeah, you got some time. And they also say that from 35 to 45 is when you want to start incorporating and maintaining a routine of, and the acronym is FACE. So FACE. And I heard this on the Mel Robbins podcast, but there was an orthopedic surgeon that is an expert in longevity. And that's kind of like what we need to reframe our minds into, not being hot, not finding a husband, not, you know, obviously retirement and stuff like that. But FACE is flexibility, aerobics, it's compound movement, so like weightlifting, because we want to compound our bones and muscles.
And that goes to our MILF, our messy MILF of the month.
Oh, Hottie, yes.
Yeah,
Can't
last
wait.
week.
Yes.
She's a bodybuilder, and she started at like 52.
Yes. Yeah, they're saying literally in your 60s.
Yeah.
If you didn't make it a part of your regular
do it now.
Every day, just start now. And she says start by going for a walk.
Right.
Go for a walk
With
4
weights.
hours a week. Yeah, you can go but the compound movements, and then E is the equilibrium. So if you notice, as you get older or at certain times, if you're not taking care of your body, you get up too fast or you're like at a concert and you're starting to get tired, your equilibrium all of a sudden goes off. If you keep a good equilibrium, that means you're keeping your body and your brain in connection, because everything that we do from our bones to our muscles to, I mean, everything, it's a brain stimulator. Even our bones, even working out our muscles, it helps our bones and it helps our brain function.
Right.
So that's FACE. Don't forget FACE.
And I think that goes along with the fact that too, like, age is just a number.
It is.
But we're such a ageist society that we tend to forget that. And as women, we get lost in the number. Like, I mean, I was going through it for a hot minute, you know? But then I look in the mirror and I'm going to own that shit. I have no Botox.
Good. Oh, you look beautiful.
So this is my face.
And that's your natural
50.
hair, too.
And my natural hair, natural lips. Like, I am 100% natural. And, you know, so I pride myself. And it's okay to, like...
It's okay to be proud of yourself.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. I mean, I am going to tell you, though, like, I'm starting to get this deep...
Listen, I have a place for everybody. It's where I go for my anti-aging, and I haven't been most of last year, but I'm actually going this week.
Because now I have wrinkles that don't, like, that stay. Yeah. And it's weird because it's, again, I don't know if it's because it's the 50 hit, and now I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my kids are like, you are fine. Like, you're fine. But I'm like, I think it's time. I think it's time. And I think it's okay for me now.
Of course it's okay.
So I'm definitely going to probably... We should probably do a podcast.
Do you want to do Dr. Ali? We're coming to your office. You know I'm coming to see you this week. Beauty Boss MD. Dr. Ali is the most amazing office. I used to work at California Cosmetics, and I prefer going to this place.
Okay, good.
California Cosmetics does all the porn stars, all the strippers, we had a lot of, Nikita Dragon was in one time. We had the housewives in and whatever. I worked with Dr. Barzak. He's amazing. Leah, I mean, the whole staff, they're fantastic. But I prefer to go to Dr. Ali. He carries more product. He has more lasers, and it's just him and Jessica running the office in Newport Beach. They're amazing. Nice. They have whatever you want. He'll give you a good deal. They constantly have good deals. They're great people.
Okay.
They're fantastic. So Beauty Boss MD, right? That's
I'm coming to you.
We are coming. You know I'm coming. I bring everybody there.
I'm coming to you. And then I know I'm going to get addicted because I know that's like...
Well, start small.
I'm going to get him. I'll be like, oh, where the hell have I been my whole life?
Exactly. And Botox can be a little heavy sometimes, so you don't need more. I say I do 20 units. I do 20 units of Botox, and that's most people would do 40.
I don't like this.
So the glabella, you do about 20 to 22 units in there, and I can't even see your glabella, so you're
right
fine.
Here. Well, but like the way I do my makeup too, you know how like you can hide your wrinkles. And then honestly, somebody did ask me. They're like, when they found out my age, like a couple years ago, because I was out with my daughter, and then I was like, oh, this is my kid, and then they were like, what? And then my daughter rolled her eyes and she's like, here we go again.
Yeah,
you're my new best friend. What drink do you want? I got you all night, girl.
I love that.
She was telling me that she was like, well, what do you do? And I said, honestly, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I just don't. Yeah, and I think it's that too, but I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't use a lot of product. But what I have done for like a good 20 years before it even became a thing is I had a derma roller.
Okay.
And so I do derma roll my face once a month.
Yeah.
And then I use like before hyaluronic acid was a thing.
The HA, yeah.
I did use this other cream that had that in it and I didn't even realize it like way back in the day.
Good.
You know? And I feel like that works. And that has kept me.
HA is good. Now, vitamin C is immediate every single time. At day and at night, put on vitamin C. Vitamin C is the number one thing, ladies. We don't talk about it.
Yeah,
and then we do not. And then B12, obviously that's a supplement that you want to ingest because that's the thing that is, I guess, missing from our diet.
B12, yeah.
Yeah, and that's something.
I get a B-complex shot or I get the IVs.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
And I've been doing that for like 25 years.
Perfect.
Too, before it was a trend.
Good.
Yeah, and only because I was told by my medical doctor for other like I had some other issues when I was younger and he's like you just need to stay on that on the regular. So that has been like a conscious thing.
Perfect.
And I think that maybe that's another thing because I did go to an esthetician once. I do get facials.
Okay, that's
about
huge.
Like once every 2 months. I should be better, but I do like once every 2 months.
Okay. It's okay.
But my esthetician, she the first time I went to her because I had moved back, and I found her, and she was just like, I found her through my cousin, and she was just like, what do you do? She asked, and I'm like, I told her, I said, I just do that derma roller thing, and I said, and I get facials, and she's like, okay. And I was like, wait for my esthetician to tell me that for my age?
That's
amazing. Girl, here's a tip. Like,
I think it's huge to not let, like you were saying, it's huge to not let this ageist thing like infect your mentality. If you accept the fact that you're getting older, and we see women in Hollywood that, you know, I'm 42, so in April. So growing up, we see all these women like Jennifer Aniston. You see all these beautiful Cameron Diaz. They're aging.
Oh, they are.
And they're
accepting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Pamela Anderson. Girl, you changed the game. Alicia Keys.
Oh, Alicia Keys.
Not wearing makeup. I'm just not going to wear makeup.
She's flawless.
Thank you.
Flawless.
Love it.
Yeah,
love it. You changed the game for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, baby.
That's to you.
I love that. So the positive mentality, you know, you got to find your foundation as you get older. You got to know that even if you have a husband, even if you're in radical relationships, even if you're just out there screwing everything to feel young again, it's about your mentality.
I think so too.
Yeah, it has to be. You have to feel good about you. Yeah. And if that means getting a boob job or getting your lips done or taking going to a yoga retreat. Like I personally want to do a silent retreat.
Do it.
I want to do 4 days where when I show up, I'm in all white and I just don't talk to anybody the whole time. Yeah. I think that'd be great because they'd hear me talking to myself and singing. In the yurt all by myself. I would. I'd be over there. They'd be like, Alice, shh. Be like, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself though. But like, do something that makes you feel good. Yeah. What makes me feel good is going to yoga every day. I mean, I do yoga in my living room. I go to Core Power. I go to my friend's studio. And I think, you know, that part of that face was flexibility and mobility. So as we age, our joints, our bones, and our muscles are the three things that we need to worry about the most.
See, and I think because It's weird because I don't stay active in the sense of like I should be working out every day, but I don't work out every day. But I stay active in the sense that I'm constantly out doing stuff, moving with the dogs, with whatever it may be.
Oh yeah, the dogs for sure.
That at 50, like I hear my friends complaining, and I'm like, bro, I'm not there. I am not there yet. Knock on wood. I don't want my knees to creak.
It's because they're sedentary. It's because they're sedentary for real. And they say they did studies of an active 60-year-old and a sedentary 30-year-old, and there are this hormone called like, I don't want to botch it, but there's this hormone, and it's a longevity hormone. I'll have to get the name of it so that we can link it for you guys.
Yeah.
But if you do a little bit of research on it, if you listen to any sort of information of longevity doctors talking about it, there are higher levels of this hormone in 35-year-olds or 30-year-olds that are sedentary than there are in these 60-year-olds, because we need this longevity hormone, and the higher the stress on your body, the more sedentary you are, younger, it's going to have an effect later on.
And I don't think people, and we don't talk about that enough. Like when you're young, if you're partying and drinking and eating bad, it catches up to you.
Yeah, it does catch up to you, ladies, and it will show your face and your eyes, your pericardium. Oops, I think I just hit that. Your pericardium, that muscle in between the two chambers of your heart. That's huge. We want to make sure we maintain healthy tissue.
And talking about this area, this is
decollage.
This is my second point.
Okay.
Chest wrinkles.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, that's huge. And neck and turkey neck. My mom suffered with that. Now, I will say this, and this might be a little bit controversial, so I apologize ahead of time if this offends anybody, but white people do not age well. They don't. I'm the most whitewashed Persian you'll ever meet, and white people just don't age well. So you really need to stay up on your, health and wellness, and if you're vain at all,
I mean, I guess I'm vain because I was like, I'll never forget the day. Like I was young. I was maybe like 16, 15. And I saw this lady at the store, and her chest wrinkles were just so bad that I could not stop staring. I was like, bro, is that what I have to look forward to?
Smoking will do that though.
Yeah.
Smoking will wrinkle everything.
And she was only, and here I am at like 15, 16 thinking, oh my God, is that what you look like at 70? And she was only 35.
Oh no.
And I was like, ah! So after that I was hella traumatized, So then I started like, okay, what do I do? So then I remember asking my doctor, I was like, so I saw this lady, my doctor just kind of laughed at me. And back then, plastic surgery was not like a huge thing.
Yeah.
But she did tell me, she's like, wear a night bra.
Yes.
And I said, what? And she's like, yeah. She goes, especially because at that time my boobies weren't as big, and she's like, but as they grow and you get bigger, and she's like, when you sleep and they hang, that causes the skin to pool, and as you age, when you lose the elasticity and the collagen, you're going to get chest wrinkles. So I know ladies like to be free and let them out and let them rest. Oh, hell no. My puppies have been in a night bra since I was 16 years old. And look I am 50 years old with not one chest wrinkle.
Love it.
So it works. It absolutely works.
A little trick of the trade for that a lot of people don't talk about, because my sister-in-law worked at a plastic surgeon's office. She ran it for years. The post-surgery body, I guess, like the body snatchers.
Oh, like what are they called?
There's a bra that you wear after you have a breast augmentation or a reduction.
That's what like the night bra looks like.
Yes. So it's like it's an after surgery wear, and you can wear it, around here.
Faja. Faja. Yeah.
You're supposed to wear your waist trainer, because I used to do extreme waist tapering. The training. And you're supposed to wear your stuff at night. No, I'm all over the place at night. I am a wild beast. If you guys think I'm crazy now, you don't want to invite me for...
give up my night bra.
No, you look fantastic. And it's so womanly, too.
Ever. And I'm addicted to the sun. I love the sun. So then when my doctor also told me, like, sun damage causes it, too. And I'm like, oh, because I'm a notorious tanner.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was like, oh my gosh. So I just keep it moisturized and then wear my night bra. But ladies, night bras are the thing.
Night bra, yeah. And if you want someone that's really comfortable, do the post-surgery one. Do you have a brand that you like?
No, honestly, I would buy. This is how fucking old I am. I bought my first one at Mervyn's.
I was gonna say she's gonna say Mervyn's. Mervyn's, we miss you.
I do miss you.
We miss you, Mervyn's.
And now I just get them on Amazon.
Okay, well, Amazon, you know, we can do that too. Yeah. The post-surgery ones are obviously going to be more expensive. Yeah. But they do help. And that's a great idea. Another point that I was going to make was the, no one wants to talk about the under-eye crepe. The under-eye creping. No. So what used to happen was we used to do like Botox for the bunny lines right here on your nose and then right underneath here. But it's not a good idea to do Botox that close, I guess.
Oh, I saw that on
face tape.
Face tape. Isn't that? I think that's popular with the Korean beauty care.
I'm not sure where it came from, but whoever started it, they're saying that it works really good for blemishes. And it works really good for, because like you said, when you sleep and the wrinkles happen.
Hell no.
They haven't made one for the chest yet. If they make one for like a double D, I will be your dummy. Yeah, I'll sleep like this with pillows under my arms. But under eye creping is a thing. It messes with your makeup as you get older. You have to go from full coverage matte makeup to dewy makeup. Oh yeah, I used to be a makeup artist and I always talked to all the girls at Sephora and whatnot. So as you get older, they say get away from, even though we want more coverage because we want it to look like pristine, do more of like a radiant or a dewy foundation because the more dry that foundation is, the more matte, more it's going to settle in all your wrinkles. Yeah. And speaking of Botox, like I said, I just do Botox for my eyebrow lift. And if you do too much, your eyebrows are going to drop and you're going to look really blocky. So you don't want that. You got to know what you're going for.
Yeah, I need that too now. Because now I'm starting to notice those little things. But again, I think I was like seriously going through like midlife crisis. Not like 50. And I told everyone, I'm like, hey, for my birthday, I'm going to go away because I don't want to be around anybody.
Girl, you've been trying to get back to that island forever. I know,
I always go for my birthday.
I say toodles. You know why? Because you deserve it.
Well, right now you're watching this and I'm actually laying on the beach. So,
well, right now I'm jealous. Right now I'm jealous.
All right, next one. I guess kind of tying in with what we've talked about so far is saggy boobs.
Yes, that was a point I was going to make.
Yeah.
They sag as you get older.
They sag. And again, I understand, you know, ladies like to have them free, and especially my bigger chested girls, it is sexy. But all the time, you're pulling your skin.
Yeah, be careful with that.
You're pulling your skin. Because I know a lot of girls that don't wear bras at all and that are heavy chested, and they're
letting it fall. Gravity's a thing. Gravity's real.
A real thing. And you think right now you look cute and sexy, which you do, but 20 years, those things are going to be hanging from your elbow to your knees, and then you're going to be like, why didn't I listen to these old bitches on messy and menopause?
Remember what they said? What was that? Like we said, take one thing away. Take one thing away from what we're saying and just apply it to your life. And if it helps, then we've done our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So guess what, though?
What?
I've had 3 guys say that they listened to our entire first podcast. Yeah.
I love it, man.
And they said that we have a lot to say, that we're clever, witty, intelligent, and we're entertaining. And yeah, if you know anything about an Aries, if you know anything about me, you will never be bored. I do not like being bored, but I can sit there. I can meditate. I can be boring, but my version of boring is probably not the same as yours.
No.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we get along. Aquarius, Aries energy is where it is at.
It is where it's at.
But saggy boobs, and you know, I struggled for a while about, should I get a boob job? Should I not get a boob job?
I have one.
Do you really?
I have one, yeah. I have one.
Yours is so natural looking.
I know. Silhouette plastic surgery, what's up? I'm ready for my second set. Yeah. No.
And what do you have? Do you have silicone? You have gel?
You don't want water bags in your chest. Don't do saline. You want to do the gummy bear, because if, let's say, something did pop, it's still going to hold it together. Even if the casing breaks, which nowadays it doesn't, but even if it did, it keeps all of this stuff together inside your body. So if they go, the only thing you really need to worry about with a boob job is getting encapsulation, which is scar tissue around. And it calcifies the implant, and then it's just hard and it's painful, and it starts to retract upward towards your collarbone. Ladies, if you're getting a boob job, don't get bolt-ons that are this far from your collarbone. Are you insane? Talk to your doctor. You don't want to be 70 pounds with 30 pounds on each side up here on your sticks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will post you and make fun of you, okay? And I don't do that shit, but come on.
I do.
That was a conscious choice over and over and over. I don't like practicing judgment because it's part of my yoga Vedic philosophy for life. But I have opinions about things. I'm 42. I'm allowed to.
How dare you have an opinion?
Oh.
How dare a woman have an opinion?
You know what, you guys? This is free space. We live in this country for a reason. We're able to talk about whatever we want to talk about. So if we want to talk about gray pubes or saggy tits, we're going to talk about it. You're allowed to have your opinion. It doesn't mean that you need to go shout it from the rooftops or on social media or wherever. Just keep it to your fucking self. Thank you.
Literally. Yes, it's okay. But yeah.
Boobies. So one thing I will tell you that I just started using was body lotion that has the serum in it. It's got the hyaluronic acid serum in it.
Okay.
Or they've got lotions that have salicylic acid. If you've got little bumps, those really help. So I do Eucerin, and then that brand, there's this pink, it's at Ulta. It's like a rectangle bottle, and it's pink sparkly, and it's a serum for your body. It's got HA. It's called birthday cake or birthday sex or something like that.
You have to give us a link. So
I will. I'll give you guys the link. We will post it. But it's fantastic. Women, as you age, please start using these things.
Moisturize.
They
don't tell you that when you're young.
Body oil. Do your aromatherapy, because you know what? That really does reset your head, and it helps you feel better about yourself. But that'll be good for your tits too. Collagen in your protein shakes or in your coffee, that powdered collagen or liquid.
And that's another thing that I've been doing since before it became a trend, only because my doctor was the same doctor in Spain that had told me, because literally I never realized until I lived overseas that the medicine, because they are on social medical whatever, social health care, that they actually are more proactive than reactive. So he was the one that was, it was him and another female doctor that told me also about dairy. Yeah. How bad dairy is for you.
Really? I love yogurt.
Yeah. Oh, no. No. He said dairy is so bad. And I literally cut it out, and my daughter never had acne.
Okay.
Like, it just, there was a lot of things. And I was like, whoa.
I haven't had any dairy this week, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try it another week and see if I feel any better.
Yeah. So it's just a different mindset, because they don't want to have to treat you. So they tell you what not to do.
If it's preventative, think about it. Do what's best for yourself. You don't. So the cardiac or the osteo surgeon that I was listening to a couple days ago when I was doing my research for this, she said that there's people that come in her office at 60 and go, "What do I do now?" Our biggest issue 60? As women is getting frail, and that's just like something that we've heard. We get frail as we get older. No. Take that out of your brain and start doing stuff now so that you're strong in your 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Right. So
that you can do the things that you want to do. When it comes to, like, can you imagine not being able to get out of bed, not being able to take yourself to the bathroom? No one wants to talk about this shit, but it's coming. It's coming in the next 30 summers for me.
It's coming like next year.
No. I do not believe it.
I'm just kidding.
I don't believe it. But just, keep
being very dramatic right now.
And that's okay. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, so you know we gonna run. I got a song for you later, by the way. You know I always got songs for everything. I got a song for you later. It's a birthday song.
All right. And then my next one was kind of going back to about the gray vag hairs.
Yes.
But
I love that.
Grain.
I love that.
the gray vag fur.
She's like, I want to start with your gray hairs in your vag.
In your vag fur coat. Like,
vag for Co.
I mean, you know what? And the only reason that I did have hair down there was because the trends go.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, oh, I went with the trend. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, hell no. Back to Brazilian. Like, I'm not doing this.
No, for sure.
I'm going to lose
It's all
my
about
shit.
preference. There are people that really like natural hair. You know, there's a lot of women that I know that will have arm hair or leg hair from time to time. I support that.
Yeah.
I support that. I 100% support that. And actually, I have an artist friend. Can we mention her? We can mention her, right?
Sure.
Kat Hall. Love you, baby. My future wife. So years ago, she decided to shave her arms and her legs. And I asked her just point blank, I said, Kat, what made you make that decision? She goes, I was just feeling like I needed a change. And I was like, so what allowed you to be somebody that was in the public spotlight? She's a reggae artist. She's an amazing artist. She writes incredible songs. Her career's taking off. Love her, love her, love her. Artist spotlight, Kat Hall. And she said, you know what? I wanted to forego the social norms, and I wanted to do something that felt authentic to me at the time and where I was at as an artist. And that mentality is what I support, because seeing her as she's getting older, seeing her as she is accepting herself and putting herself out there, you know, the more that you're out there, the more flack you're going to get from the public.
Oh, yeah. Scrutiny.
Yeah.
Comments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. To be honest, we are very open to whatever you guys want to say. If you've got any sort of like critique, or if you've got an opinion, drop a comment.
I mean,
let us hear it. We won't come after you. I mean, she might.
I mean, I will. No, you know what? I won't come after you if it's respectful.
Yeah.
You can have a different opinion and be completely respectful and have what is called an adult conversation.
That part.
And I'm for that 100%. I'm for learning. I'm for taking it in. And if you can change my mind, more power to you.
Absolutely.
You know
Educate
what I mean?
me.
Yeah. But be real on it. You know what I don't accept is if you're going to come in and talk shit to us or criticize us or be mean.
A keyboard warrior, I think they call.
Like that shit I don't stand for, and I will come back after you. So I mean, you want to try me,
Our reach goes very far. Watch out.
And I won't stop.
So that's
I'm
a point.
Stubborn, and that's the Aquarius.
That's the Aquarius baby doll. But it's your birthday, so you know.
I'm nice until I'm not. And it's age of Aquarius, so
yeah, watch out. She's on fire.
I'm extra fiery.
You know what?
Feisty.
So Jason Momoa.
Oh, hey,
this is your girl. We're going to mention him at every episode until he comes on.
Oh, except, I mean, I know this is totally off topic, but I just replaced you, I think.
Oh! Okay, well, then I can have him back.
Because so Dave Bautista and him did that movie together.
With Kaika Scanlon. Okay. So good.
And they did an interview, and I posted it on my personal page, but they were talking about dogs, and Dave has three dogs.
Right. I heard that.
And Jason was saying that, you know, they both love dogs, but David allows them to sleep in the bed with him. And Jason was so taken aback.
He's like, no.
He's like, nope. He goes, that's where we differ. And he even gets a private jet to fly his dogs with him.
I think he bought one, didn't he? Did Bautista buy one so that he could fly? I don't know if he did. I know they're expensive.
But I just know he has a private jet for his dogs. And I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh, honey, as much as I love you, you've been replaced.
Okay, so
sorry, not sorry.
This actually goes into two of the things that I wanted to talk about. Because you know I'm very cerebral. I talk a lot about mental health. I talk a lot about, you know, the mind. And because I've always been, as soon as I started training to be in the medical field, I really got into the brain and neuroscience. And now that I'm a yoga teacher, I am so fascinated by how yoga has such a strong connection with our neuroscience. But I think emotional intelligence in women is huge to maintain a good tolerance for the things in life that we are mostly intolerant about, right? Which is huge to me, because I think it creates most of the conflict. Within ourselves, we're intolerant of things that we do, and so we just break down or we ignore it. So emotional intelligence in men, please, if you are in your late 20s to like early 30s, you need to know what you look like and how to handle yourself when you start freaking out. So as we age, we deal with these men, right? Well, a lot of men are set in their ways, especially at 50. Men are set in their ways. And so women, we have Well, we've had this desire.
You should point at me.
No, this. I point at 50.
I was like, ew.
50!
Just kidding. Continue.
And being intolerant and not having emotional intelligence, not only about yourself, but also how to handle situations. This is huge. It's going to be a huge, like, a tell-all for, you know, the people that you choose to surround yourself with.
Well, only because we see men as they're getting older. It's funny because men, as they get older, I feel are not emotional regulated.
Yes.
They're crashing out.
They're crashing out.
And it's crazy to me when you see 70, 80-year-old men on social media in real life, like crashing out hard. And I'm like,
40, 50-year-old men.
Bruh. Yeah. And then when you see 40 and 50 and they're like throwing tantrums.
Nobody wants to be with that, sweetheart.
Oh, man. Like, come on.
Nobody wants to be with somebody that has
even
no
your
emotional.
Late 30s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that is enough.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. I've said it a lot.
And I think women, as we age, we have less tolerance and less patience.
But we're still kind.
But we're still kind. We just won't deal with it. And I think we're quicker. And I can speak for myself. Before, I was more mindful. Like, I don't want to make waves. I just won't fuck with you again. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just cut you off. I won't look back. I'll just keep pushing. You know?
That's safe.
Yeah, safe.
But does it accomplish anything?
It just absolutely does not accomplish anything. And then I discovered that people started taking that as a weakness. And almost saw me as like taking my kindness for weakness. And then I was realizing that, because they know I can disrespect Mo and she's just going to walk away and like I'm just not going to put effort into it. You know what I mean? And then I started realizing as I got older.
They get off the hook.
This is like a trend with what people do. Like when you decide to try to be mature, no. So now what I found, now that I'm 50, is, and I don't have as much patience and tolerance, I kind of just snap back right away. I say what I gotta say, and then I keep pushing. But now I'm making it known. I have very strict boundaries on respect. I have very strict, I have so much self-respect now.
Good.
That, no, honey, you're not gonna
boundaries, ladies,
speak to me like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know who you think you are that you're going to come at a woman like that. Either a woman, a man, whoever it may be. Yeah. You're not going to come to me. You're not going to approach me like that because I'm not doing that to you.
Mistreatment is huge and it creates trauma, right? Because we 100%. Put up with it for so long. Trauma reshapes your brain, right? The way that you think, the way that you respond, your behaviors, it all stems from the state of our brain and where they're at right now. And any psychological influence, whether subconscious, physical, whatever, it's all going to create a state of unrest inside of you. And when it's unrest in your mind, there's unrest in your body, which is going to start creating autoimmune diseases. And then also on your face. The face tells all. Your eyes.
Which is why I have that now, because I'm like constantly like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So my face is stained like that.
So one difference I do want to make between me and Mo, that's friggin' hilarious. Sometimes I wish I could be like that. I've chosen a path of the Vedic yoga philosophy lifestyle, which, you know, there's certain aspects to it that I try to live my life by. So I practice non-judgment, and I do love how kind of friendly and fun-loving Mo is. She will, and most women will, judge you, whether quietly or not.
100%.
And I try not to practice that because I don't want to be a victim of my own judgment, my own poor judgment. And it took a lot of years of me being insecure and not even knowing it. You know what I mean? A lot of years of like hard lessons.
Yeah. And I for me, like, honestly, like, real talk, everybody that looks at everybody is always having a judgment.
It's forming an opinion. Yeah.
Always.
Always. It's a judgment.
Always. And I don't care if you say oh no, I'm not, I'm nice, bitch. You're looking at somebody and thinking, it's just whatever reason it is, it's like a natural human instinct.
So it's because
just own it.
It's because our brains have a natural response to things that we reject or accept. And that is for safety. It keeps us alive. It would have kept us alive in the wild if we were living as we were built to. Which was, you know, facing danger every day, knowing whether or not to go in that dark cave. You know what I mean? Things like that.
I get it. It's like a safety. It's a protection.
Yeah.
And the difference between having a judgment and an opinion and being a straight asshole is how you voice it or not voicing it. I could think, oh, okay, sis, that outfit's not it. Or okay, I don't even want to say that because I'd probably be like, oh, I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
But
do what
it's
makes
just
you
not,
happy.
just not saying shit. Like, to be mean. I think that's what it is. It's that intention of being mean. Like, you don't have to be mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So one thing that I will tell you that I've seen in my
I'll never
private
be
life.
mean.
No, she won't. She will always be diplomatic unless you've crossed that line. If you cross that line, watch out. She's on fire. She's on fire. And she's got friends like me, which is a kind of a problem. So things that I've seen in my life as far as judgment, as people age, like let's say we go to the country club, let's say we, hang out where people make more money. Well, there's this stereotype around that where there is a lot of judgment and status and luxury and this and that. People, live your life how you want to and don't worry about what anyone else thinks.
And just don't be mean. Like, okay, you're rich, good for you, but you don't have to be an asshole to someone that is not at that same means as you.
If you're rich,
like,
you better Christian Bale the fuck out of your life, okay? That means philanthropy. That means giving back. If you're rich, give back. And if you're older and your money is not where you want it to be, the best way to increase your abundance in your life is to start giving. Go to a shelter and give sheets, towels, bedding. Go to a soup kitchen and volunteer for 2 hours on a Thursday night.
Go spend some time at a convalescent home and play cards with some old people.
Yeah, go brush their hair and give them a little hairstyle. Something that is giving back will create more abundance for you. Do something purposeful with your life. I posted the other day, it said picky, but I choose you. And I immediately was like, hell no. So I scratched out the you and I put purpose underneath it really big. Create a purpose for yourself as you age so that you're not sitting there watching yourself wither in the mirror.
And I think that's why, like, as we get older and our tolerance and our patience dwindles.
Yeah.
I think that's why when you see older men and women and they're so crabby and it's like
entitlement.
And I think it's because either they're sitting in regret, they're sitting in what was once their life and now they're looking at it very differently. Because I'm not gonna lie, 50 opens your eyes to that. I'm dead ass serious. Like, I was just like, whoa, am I where I'm supposed to be at 50?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
And so I can only imagine my 80s.
Yeah.
And now you see loved ones gone and you're alone. And so, it's like, have that mindset, like, be a little bit more understanding that old person is grouchy because they're probably alone.
Yeah, and
sad.
I think that's someone that's a victim of not being present. So Eckhart Tolle talks about this time now, be here now.
I have that on my.
Do you really? Yeah.
I have it in Latin. Be here now.
Hell yeah! Well, then there we go. Can we see it? Can we see it?
Ooh. I don't know if you can see it on here, but it's on my arm right here.
Beautiful.
And then this one is live every moment in Latin.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've got, I'm covered with ancient symbols and flowers. I just wanted to be covered with like bouquets. So this is obviously Breathe, because when I went through a really bad breakup last year, the beginning of last year, the first thing everyone told me was breathe.
Just breathe.
And so much comes from your breath, ladies. Even gentlemen, you guys, if you're not practicing some form of breath work in your older years, you can absolutely just have a funeral for all your cells early, because they need your breath. They need that oxygen. They need you to breathe deep and hold it. Really fill your body with vitality through your breath.
Right.
I've got this one, and then I've got this one on my back. I don't know if you guys can see it, but maybe Mo will take a picture. And it's strength of heart. Oh. Strength of heart. It's an ancient Sanskrit. So all this stuff is Sanskrit. And then this is Thai for love right here. That's for my baby girl. But being present. Being present is huge. And people that are worried about the past or worried about things that are never going to happen or haven't happened or they're not there yet, there is no not there yet. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
And don't live with regret. Everything happened for a reason. Every choice you made, whether it may not have been the right choice or whatever, was a lesson. So when you start looking at life as a lesson and not a regret, the stress in your face, the stress in your body will relieve. And
more inner peace.
Trust me on that. Yeah, that peace will come, and then you're gonna feel more whole.
I'm taking that with me today, for sure.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't know young. Nobody tells you that young. You just hear people, oh, I should have done this, Honestly, don't live should have, would have, could have. Just live it now. It was a lesson. you fucked up in that moment, or you know what I mean, and you keep pushing and forgive yourself.
I had to do that. I had to do that last year. I thought for sure, like I was talking about before, my dream was to be, you know, to have a family of my own, to be a bride and all those things. A larger part of last year, I took last year to really heal and to just let myself be as ugly as I felt on the inside. And it was hard for a lot of people to see, but it was authentically where I was at, and so I had to accept it. But my brain went back to, what if you would have just done this? What if you could have just done this? What if this was different? You know, I was beating myself up in my head. And that's something that a lot of women, I think, struggle with as they get older, and it ages you so much more.
It does.
So
it really
much more.
Does. That's why I never, like, it's funny because I'm just very abrupt or direct. I shouldn't even say abrupt. I'm just super direct.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say it, and I move the fuck on. And then people are like, oh, why are you staying? And then I laugh because I'm like, bro, I've never been mad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't carry like resentment, and I don't carry grudges because it weighs so heavy, especially as you get older. So it's like, okay, yeah, someone wronged you. It's fucked up, but you know what?
It's their journey, not yours.
Accept it, deal with it, recover from it, and then keep pushing and let it go. That's that, you know, and it's almost just like, I don't want to say feel sorry for them, but like be like, God damn, dude, I hope you learn. But I learned, and now I'm pushing.
Good. And that's where I feel like I'm at. I'm ready to face 50. I mean, luckily I'm almost 42, but I'm ready to now face these older years without feeling like, wait, I just want to get this done first. Wait, I just wanted to do this by now. There is no this by now.
And if it's something that you haven't done that you want to do, go do it. So for my 50th birthday, I wanted to go on a big trip, right? And at first I was like, oh, let's go. My cousin and I were going to go somewhere. And then we were both kind of like, oh, budgeting. I can't because I'm trying to get a house and all this other stuff. So I was like, damn. I was like, no, forget it. Then she won 2 free round trip tickets to anywhere in the world.
God, yes.
And she's like, it's the universe telling us we need to go. So I was like, let's go. And we went to Costa Rica.
Shout out to cousin.
Yeah, Christina. So we went to Costa Rica.
Woo!
And
that looked amazing.
Oh, girl, so that was my big birthday trip. And let me tell you, we did things that we would not have thought we would have done at our age. You know, we went ziplining. We crossed these amazing like hanging bridges that are over the freaking tropical forest. Beautiful. And we did all these things that people of our age aren't really doing. You know, it was a bunch of
going on trips.
It was a lot of young people. Yeah. There was one lady that was in her 80s that was ziplining in our group. And we were just like cheering her on, and we're like, and she's like, I didn't want to die not to ever experience this. So we were like, yeah. So we were there. Yes, we were there. Like, let's go. And every time she went, we were like, whoa, like you did it. And she was scared out of her mind, but she did it, and it was so much fun. Like, so if it's stuff that you haven't done, it's not too late. Yeah, it is never too late.
It's never too late. Just do it. It's your life.
And if it's a trip, you know what? Don't get that Starbucks for the day. Don't get that whatever. You know, put the money, learn. Hey, I'm going to prioritize this. This is what I want, and earn it. And if it takes 5 years to save to do it, who gives a shit? Because in 5 years, you're still going to be able to go do it and enjoy it.
Yeah, so my future husband, Dr. Huberman, hi. So he says doing the thing that you don't want to do the most actually helps you grow. It helps your brain chemistry. It helps the neural pathways. So I say it's not only for Lent anymore. No. For 1 year, choose something to give up and just try to move forward with that and see what you're capable of.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Every year, pick one thing that you're not going to do. One thing you're going to stay away from. One thing, and you know, if you fail, don't be so hard on yourself, but just try.
Yeah.
Try. You're an infinite being. Like, we're here for a reason. So just keep trying. You know, I mean, she's giving us like hard knocks facts, which at 50, which is huge. And you're living your best life, girl.
Oh, I feel like I'm in my like
golden.
Just literally. And that's why I picked gold.
Yes, gold's my favorite too.
But literally, it's just, I probably have never felt as whole and complete and at peace as I do in this moment. Yeah. And it's weird, and it's a really great feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And not that I don't have work to do. I'm sure I have so much more work to do.
But the fact that you have that mentality is going to make everything else moving forward better.
Yeah, and then people laugh and they're like, bro, when do you ever sleep? Because you're always like, go. And I say, you know why? Because I will sleep when I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
I have so much life left to live at 50. And I'm going to, so the next one we're going to do, I'll be 70. And I'm going to be like, bitch.
I'm going to have a new boob job by then. Dr. Huberman, call me.
I'll look the same because I'll go to her person.
Dr. Ali, we love you. He's the best
and
to
that's
know.
still accepting my age, but I'm going to age it gracefully.
So Dr. Ali from Beauty Boss MD is the best to know. I started that hashtag and I stand by it till the day I die.
So let's talk about one of the good things that comes with aging that nobody tells you about.
Okay, I've got a few on that.
I think this is going to be one that's on your list.
Okay, all right, good. Let's do it.
When you get old, your sex drive skyrockets.
Oh, for women, yeah.
For women.
Yes, for women.
Which is, I think, where the whole cougar ties back to our couple episodes ago.
Have fun sex, you guys. Yeah. Have good sex.
You hit your 40s and all of a sudden that libido skyrockets,
especially with hormone therapy, replacement hormone therapy.
And not even it's just, I think it's just, honestly, I was thinking about it last night and I was like, I think it's Mother Nature's way of saying, enjoy your life, bitch, because in about 20 years, I'm snatching it all from you.
Girl, you can live your whole life in 20 years, I'm telling you.
You know?
Yeah.
You know
so Mel Robbins very openly talks about how she does that patch for the hormone replacement and it skyrockets her libido.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but naturally women peak, I guess, in their 30s or 40s, right?
Late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah. So, and I can only imagine, like, sex is like anything else. It gets better with time.
And it can carry, it said, for at least 10 years, which is where I'm at. But yeah, and it's like, but then it goes back to our previous conversations we were talking about, like, that's why, do we go with the young dudes or we go with the old dudes that are having the ED and stuff? So anyways, listen to that episode because help us with that. But yeah, it's the whole, nobody tells you that your sex drive's going to skyrocket.
Yeah, so that part is fantastic. I love that. I love good, but it's only as good as your partner is open to learning. So we don't know everything in our 40s and 50s. We're still open to learn. If you're a freak, be about it. Be a freak. But be about it. Shit. If you like toys, be about it. Women, if you're having a hard time orgasming, be about it. Talk about it.
I know. Actually, I'll save that for another episode. Because we're going to do a whole ass episode on orgasms
and orgasms. I've got
toys.
so much on that. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Okay, what's another one?
So another one, something positive is, so it's a huge part of our psychology as human beings. Building and maintaining healthy relationships is easier as you get older, and it's absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary.
It's easier? I don't think it's easier.
It is. It's, you become more aware, but you also become, like, the wisdom and the knowledge come with experience, right? Because experience is hard earned, which gives you the knowledge.
Right.
But the wisdom comes when things really resonate, and we don't learn to change. Like Teal Swan talks about, we don't learn to get past our triggers unless we put ourselves in that situation.
Yeah.
So if you've had problems with friends, like we talked about before, being a girl's girl, if you have issues around relationships because you can't stand how guys are being, you're still able to form and keep solid relationships around you, like people that you care about, that are close to you, that benefit your life. It is a huge tell as to where you're at with yourself and your own psychology. So that is a huge part of aging that no one wants to talk about.
That is true.
We all say, I don't need anybody, and I am notorious for this. I didn't even celebrate Christmas last year. I did not. I didn't celebrate one holiday. I stayed in my apartment and I healed. That's what I did. I didn't have any,
okay.
And it's okay. I needed to set myself apart. Okay. Mind you, I live 1.5 miles from both my mother and my brother with his 6 kids. Love you guys. Auntie loves you. But I wanted to stress the point that as you get older.
Oh, my 5 is fallen. As you get older, go ahead.
As you get older, we want to save the 50. You got to see this shit. We're celebrating. As you get older, making and maintaining relationships is huge for our psychology.
Yeah.
It's huge for that sense of belonging that we all need. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And if they say you've got, 1 or 3 really good people that you can call that are going to have a good conversation with you, that's enough.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. Don't pride yourself on being, I don't need anybody. I got this shit on my own. It's okay. I'm glad that you do. You need to. You come in this world alone, you die alone. But like maintaining healthy relationships is massive when it comes to keeping your psychology and your state of mind in a healthy place moving forward.
And just staying fresh cognitively, like being able to still think and problem solve and feel, and yeah, it's all tied in.
So for the younger generation, since I do work with a lot of, teenagers, you guys had a really rough upbringing. Your childhood was not normal. Your school years were not normal because of the pandemic, because of things. So anything that you're experiencing that might go into like being awkward socially, or, the behaviors that people exhibit when they're in public, and it's not like there's this this booklet that people give you when you're born of like how to act in public. I noticed myself being socially awkward at times when I was going through my healing phase. That's okay. It's acceptable. But you need to talk about your mental health moving forward.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. So the next kind of like weird one that was on my list.
Oh, I've got a great one. Yeah.
This one's kind of silly.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, bring it.
Is I never understood this one, and my grandma used to always do it, and now I'm like, I get so much joy out of it. But gardening.
I'm growing pumpkins this year. Nobody can stop me.
It's like such a cliche, but holy shit. Gardening is so huge. Therapeutic when you're older, and I get it now. I get why my grandma used to do it for hours.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, or if it's just
life.
It's this oneness with like a whole cycle of life and plant, and like you see growth and beauty, and like it is.
And you did that.
So,
you did that.
So therapeutic.
It is.
And calming, and like, I don't know, but it's such an aging thing.
So
I'm that old person wearing Crocs.
I have not. Listen, Crocs, send me something, because I want the ones with the big platforms, like the ones that look futuristic. But so gardening, I've never been able to keep anything alive my entire life.
Me either.
And now that I'm in my 40s, I have plants lining my front door.
You
They're
saw
gorgeous.
my garden?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Sanctuary. It's a sanctuary.
It's
your own personal sanctuary of life.
But I think it doesn't happen until you turn 40, and then plants and life are like, okay, we're one with you now.
There are some yogis that I know that have been able to maintain, their house looks like a friggin' jungle. Good for you. That's life. You're giving back to life. If that's your form of volunteerism.
Teaching and volunteer. Yeah, I was going to say, those are the special ones, I think.
Yeah.
But like the normies, like us.
Yeah,
like,
no. I killed a plumeria once.
Dude, I killed a cactus, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I love it. Kill the cactus.
They used to give me cactus because I that's all I could keep. I can't even keep that alive. But now I can't. But I think when you hit your 40s.
Yeah, it's something about taking
weird.
the time and learning. It's learning something else besides yourself. Like taking the focus outward.
Point.
Yeah, and it's life. It's energy. Talk to your plants. Play music for
Bob.
your plants.
Yeah, every Wednesday I go out there. I play Bob.
Yeah.
I do that. What is it? 432 megahertz.
Yeah.
Kinda,
432.
And it just. My dogs go out there and they just sit in the sun, and we tend to our plants, and they have thrived. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm the old lady wearing Crocs gardening.
And good for you. And good for you, because if it helps your state of mind and you feel better about yourself and your life, good. Anything that reflects your life back to you is going to make you feel alive.
Right.
It's going to bring you a sense of inner peace. It's going to bring you like a wholeness. It's and it's life-giving. Like, come on, those plants give off all these different chemicals, and it helps us and our bio makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so if you're like me when I was young, and I'd be like, oh my God, all these old ass people, like, how fun is that buying a plant? It is the best thing you're gonna do when you get older.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We're doing, me and my neighbors are doing a couple different plants this year, and I'm excited.
I love it.
They say to plant in January or to do it like 6 months after the first frost. Well, we don't have frost here.
No.
And we don't even have a winter
whenever.
now. I'm sweating going down the back of this dress. That's one. Okay, so that's a point that I wanted to make.
Okay, let's go.
That's
Next
a weirdo
one.
point, you guys. I'm getting real here. Okay, I'm getting real.
Are you talking body temp?
I'm talking hot flashes. I'm talking.
That's on my list too.
I'm talking peeing your pants.
Oh my God, that's on my list.
Yes, no. I've had 3 kids, and I've had vaginal rejuvenation.
Same.
Thank you.
Same.
Yeah.
I've had it too, but it's still, you cough, sneeze, laugh at a certain
part
angle.
of incontinence. It's part of getting older. Ladies, stop. And I knew
And the spray.
It will. So I haven't been able to jump rope, which is not like I really want to, but I haven't been able to since my second kid. The bigger your babies are, the more that you can expect prolapse in your uterus, which is where it starts to fall and it's not being held up by the tissues anymore. If I go to a concert and I yell too loud, I'm peeing my pants a little bit.
Same. I am 420 friendly, so if I hit it and I cough too hard, I'm peeing.
I've exercised that exactly quite a bit in the last year. When it happens. It does happen, ladies. It happens. The way that you smell when your hormones change, you'll start to stink different. Your sweat. I am a notorious sweater.
Are you?
You see me at concerts? My makeup is like off. I'm all like I just got out of the jungle. Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. Hi guys. I'm not on camera, I don't think. But bloating is huge if you go to the mountains.
Real. Yeah, it is real.
You eat something too salty, girls, you need to drink water. Drink water,
Stay
put
hydrated.
Your Celtic salt in there, clean out your cells. We want all of our cells to be rich enough to absorb the good minerals, the good vitamins, all the expensive things that we're putting in our body. If our cells can't absorb them, it's pointless. You're wasting your money.
Right.
Yeah.
And I could be hydrated all day and I look at a bag of chips and I'll bloat.
Yes.
Not even put it in my mouth. I'll bloat. And I was like, damn, I was just thinking about it.
Yeah. No, it's huge. What we put in our bodies matters.
But yeah, when you get older, nobody tells you that either. The bloating is real.
And the bloating happens here too.
Oh yeah, I get it really bad right here. And you can tell, especially like if I drink, I'll get it really bad right here. And I'm like, oh, gosh.
Cheers. It's your birthday.
But it's my birthday, so cheers to that.
Cheers. Movement, ladies. The more that I do research on this, aging for women in particular, like I said, when we get older, if we fall, we break. My mom just broke her femur at 74.
Oh, no.
Excuse me. So that's something that you don't want to just accept as part of your biology, as part of your future, as part of like the plan for you. Don't allow yourself, because like being weak and frail is what we kind of associate with getting older. Reframe that in your mind. Start changing your routines. And the only thing that really saved me, like I've said before, is yoga. Yoga brought me the flexibility. It brought me the calm, the stop in my brain, the breath work. It brought me, the mobility in your joints is huge. You can build muscle, things like that. But walking your dogs every day is huge. Mel Robbins and that the surgeon that she was talking with, the longevity expert, we're going to get her name, we're going to put her on here. Yeah. But she says walking 4 hours a week is easy to do.
And yeah, I was like 4 hours is nothing.
A week, 4 hours a week. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. You just find a way to get out and move. She said even if you're older and you're walking around your kitchen table till you can get outside, do that. Do that if you need to.
100%.
Yeah. I don't know. We're talking a lot about working out, but I thought peeing your pants was a huge...
And that was on my list too. So I'm glad you brought that, because that's huge. And no one tells you that when you're young. Like, hey, just be prepared once you pop those kids out.
Yeah.
You're going to start pissing yourself.
Well, yeah, no one really talks about like how your body changes later on after having kids, I had kids young too.
Yeah.
So I actually had a kid in every decade.
See, I didn't. I had all of mine in my 20s. My last one was, I think, my very early 30s. Like, they were all 5 years apart. So I stopped after that.
Yeah, I know. Like the whole concept of, life and living and vitality and youth. I think as I get older, I associate like old and my life with dull and, non-excitement. Yes. But that's not true.
No, and that's why one of the things on my list that I wanted to bring up was like when you hear younger people talking shit. Oh, I think she was some old bitch like in her 30s. And I'm like, stop it.
Anytime you say some old bitch, it's gonna make you look dumb.
Because when you get to your 30s, you're gonna be like, oh, my bad.
I shouldn't have said that.
I should never have said that. And then I'm like, and then I've been around like people in their late 30s that didn't realize how old I was, talking shit on 50-year-olds.
Yes, don't do that either.
And I'm like, sitting there, and then I'm like, at that time, I'm like, I'm 48, right? And they're like, what? And I'm like, they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I said, so everything you just said is false as fuck. Like, that is not true. And I think
that's the judgment.
And I think as a society, like, we need to move away from these preconceived notions of what old is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I am not old. I am not old. I don't look, and I don't look old. I don't feel old.
Girl.
I have a zest for life. Like, this is not
life of the party.
This is not old. Like, I can outdrink any.
She can outdance any of you. I've seen her at Hawaiian festivals, island music festivals. She will go and go and go. J-Boog, we are up dancing on the tables for you in San Diego. Absolutely. Just
yeah. So it's like,
be about it.
I think younger generations just need to get away from that ageist mentality about what aging is.
What is acceptable and what is not acceptable. It's to each his own, really.
Yeah.
You know, but in order for us to have a whole healed society, we have to start with ourselves. We have to start really taking a good long look at ourselves, and how we feel about ourselves is how we're going to project onto other people.
Yeah, 100%. Right. Because if you accept yourself, then you're going to accept others.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And really take a good long look at yourself. Like I said, if that takes going on a trip, getting away, if that takes, not hanging out with a certain group of friends or staying away from bars and doing something else, look at your life, look at yourself, like see where we're headed. God, I'm loving wearing this crown. We might have to do this every time.
This is our birthday episode.
I wore it for you.
I know. I love it.
I will be your king.
And I have it's my birthday crown.
She's the queen. Birthday queen. Let me see if there was a couple of points that I wanted to make that I had written down.
Like, you look that up. I think my last one is just when you know you're old when you start saying back in the day, and I'm catching myself saying that shit all the time now. I'm like, back in the day, and I was like, now I get it.
Like certain sayings and
stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm like, now I realize why old people used to say back when I was young. Because now I am that old
I love
person.
all the old sayings. Bring me some of the old, like the hoodlum stuff from the 40s and the 30s. I'll say it all day long. I love it.
But I think those words come because when you hit a certain age, you start seeing the differences in society, and like, you're like, whoa, and then you're able to compare life cycles almost.
And things are constantly changing, but remember, they come back around full circle. I love full circle moments, and getting older, and something that a lot of people don't talk about, but they're starting to now. You will revisit all of your old shit later on in life if you don't take the time to learn it when you're experiencing
100%.
It'll come back around and
let it go. Learn and let it go.
Yes, and a positive full circle moment are the ones that I live for. Ask any of my kids. I say it all the time. I say, this is a full circle moment for me, and it's huge. I love full circle moments.
Me too.
Because they've either taught you what you needed to and you see your growth, or they give you an opportunity to accept what is and then start your growth, which can lead to a spiritual awakening, which is something that I wanted to talk about, right? Yeah. As we get older, you see a lot of women going towards, certain spiritual religions or practices or whatnot, and it all ties into the judgment and accepting who you are. You don't need to be a part of a certain spiritual religious group or devotee type of this or that to rest easy in your older life, to have that sense. I know I grew up Christian, and so a lot of people think, there's this heaven and there's all this wonderfulness coming at the end. Well, there's certain aspects of my personality where, reincarnation seems very probable, right? It seems like God knows. Who knows? But there's another saying for you, God knows. Do you ever watch those TV shows where they tell you, or like the shorts on YouTube where it tells you where the old sayings come from?
No.
Yes.
I need to look that up. You need to send them to me.
Oh, I absolutely will. They're fantastic. Oh, I love learning about everything.
Back in my day.
I love that though.
When I was young.
I love old people. I really do
too, and I'm that person now. But it's like I get why they used to say that or why they say that. It's because they're comparing, and the thing I think though the difference between when I was young and it was like a boomer generation of old people, baby boomers. For us, I'm a Gen X.
Okay.
And I think the difference between Gen X and every other generation is we are the only generation that experienced boomer life with no technology. And then the evolving of technology. So if you really pay attention, people in their 40s and now like me in their early 50s, we grew up with the beginning of technology. So we are so tech savvy and so easily, I don't want to say like we change faster, but we adapt
Adaptable.
quicker.
Yeah.
We are so adaptable in that because we started with it, you know? So computer whiz, technology whiz. Like where I compared to my mom, she, you know.
I'm like your mom. I don't know what happened, you guys. I work with my hands. I am not a computer person. I'm great on social media. My shit is very entertaining. But when it comes, like my computer speakers quit working and I almost had a meltdown. I was like, really? Right before intercession? I can't hear shit. So now I got to connect it to my JBL speaker. JBL, send me a speaker, please. Anyway.
We need it with our logo on it.
We do. I would like that, please. And some like personalized headphones. But when I'm not a technology person, so
really?
I'm one of the ones. But my kids know how to do all these things. There was water that got in my phone, and my daughter knew to go on YouTube and put on a Hertz that would clean out
it vibrates
the water.
It out. Yeah.
What? How did I not think of that?
I don't know, but see, Gen X, and I know that.
See?
I know that.
I'm an energy person, literally.
But then I think that might just go to there's people that are more techie than others, and you're just in that group.
I'm just a natural bee. I'd be happy in the jungle running around with matted hair up to here.
But I think Gen X as a whole, we're completely adaptable, and we're able to.
That's amazing.
To go and you see, I don't know. I think again because I'm old as fuck.
Don't say that.
I'm starting to see that more. Shit, Gen X, we were the generation
and that
of music, art, you know, and now it's like real. We were still living in that era of like real Hollywood stars and you know what I mean, just the fantasy, but yet the technology, like realism. You know, if that makes any sense at all. I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. As
compared to now.
Everything's
we don't
handed.
really have that anymore.
We don't have to try very hard for anything.
No.
Everything's at our fingertips. Well, one thing that I did want to bring up was, choosing a positive mindset and choosing positivity anytime that you can remind yourself, wear a little bracelet with a certain color, wear a ring, set an alarm in your phone. So with age, with menopause, there are certain women that can't handle the influx or reduction of the hormones that just create an emotional whirlwind. And a lot of times when we're frustrated as women, we go straight to rage. So there's this thing called menopausal rage, right?
They spiral out
and
we spiral
out. We can crash out and choose positivity, please, every day. That's why you got to do something. And like I said before, going out, working out is not only going to improve, your chances for osteoporosis and how rapid that comes on and your loss of collagen and aging skin, but it's also going to improve your state of mind and the dopamine in your brain. Do not settle for superficial dopamine, people. Yeah. Don't do it. As you get older, challenge yourself more. Lift heavy. Get outside in the sunshine, do all these things, choose positivity, because with menopause will come a radical change of your emotions. And we don't want to be raging everywhere all the time.
I mean, you can.
Hey, pick and choose your times, right?
Yeah, when it's needed.
You see us in Vegas and we're raging out and having a good time, leave us alone or join the party.
And I think that goes back to what you said earlier about the breath work too. When you feel that onset of rage come, it's okay to take a step back and be like, I'm going to excuse myself, go breathe.
Yeah, reset.
And then come back.
Yeah, reset. It's huge.
Go take a nap.
That leads into the emotional intelligence that we were talking about. Like,
be mindful though when you feel it, right?
Yeah, take a second for yourself and reframe how you're going to live your life that day. Yeah. If you choose positivity, if you choose to do things that are good for you, remember, what you feel on the inside is a reflection of how you're going to project on the outside. And we don't want to project negativity. We want to project positivity, healthy living.
Okay, and with that said, because that whole positive negative thing was really thrown in my face last week, having an opinion, and I'm just going to stress this again, just because you have an opinion that differs from somebody else, do not allow those other people to say that you're negative. You're being negative. You're being negative. I mean, I got that shoved down my throat for making a statement, and I was not being negative at all. I was simply stating, hey, what about this? And I don't like that people go for that, right? Oh, you have an opinion, you're negative because it differs from them. That's not true.
Exactly.
That's not true.
You can't take things for face value all the time, you guys. We are in a society where it's all in our face all the time, and we're supposed to know. It's okay to not know. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
And it's okay to think differently. That's the beauty of having your own mind and your own path and experiences and being like awoken to reality in a sense, right? And knowing like it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to have an opinion that is against the grain, or that, you know, somebody else may not like. That's their problem if they can't accept it. That's their problem if they can't be mature enough emotionally to say, hey, they don't agree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, because we are living in a very tumultuous time.
Yeah, we are.
And people
are stressed. They're scared.
Scared, and that ages you.
Confused.
Yeah, and it ages you, and it makes you to be bitter and negative. But having an opinion, just a simple opinion on something so stupid, doesn't make you negative. And so when people tell you that, like, I thought it was hilarious. Like, oh, you're being negative. No, really, I'm not. But it's, to me, it's so sad that you see it that way.
I had someone tell me last year that I was being negative, and for me, it was a learning opportunity. I saw it, and I took it like, you know what? You're right. I have not paid attention to the things that I've been saying around this one subject. And
I know what you're talking about. And I think I actually told you that too. You don't always have to. But you know what? You were hurt.
I know I was hurt. But still, reframing that hurt in my own mind rather than sitting in the muck and stewing in the negativity, I needed to start by changing the way that my thoughts came out. Cognitive behavioral therapy, I'm going to come back to it.
Yeah.
It's replacing a bad thought with a good one. And the more you do that, the more it's like a muscle. It's going to grow, and it's going to become second nature to revert to immediate positivity rather than allowing the negative to infiltrate your positive day.
See, but I think in that sense, you're 100% right, because that was more self-loathing, self-hating comments that were being put out there. You know what I mean? And we don't want to see you be negative on yourself.
Well, we shouldn't.
But when you're making a very general comment like, hey, I want to hear more roots music. That is not being negative.
Or island music.
Any way, shape, or form. That's literally just saying, hey, include us. Like, you know? And there's just that line that's not being negative. You can still be grateful and thankful and all these other things. But like, hey, I'm a voice too, and hey.
Men are not choosing to speak from their wisdom. And their maturity. I feel like a lot of times we get responses from people that are snappy.
So snappy.
And judgmental. And
so judgmental.
It's not going to... Listen, first of all, that's not reggae. Second of all, it's not reggae. And then second of all, we need to learn to be accepting. And like I said, pause and ask a question before just responding. Yeah.
Or becoming unhinged.
Yeah, you don't want to be unhinged.
And then
unless you do.
And then because then you're actually... the negative one. Yeah,
exactly. It's the mirror, bitch. Look in the mirror, bitch. Okay? Thank you.
That far.
Look in the mirror, bitch.
So, don't get caught up in that. Just don't.
I'm not talking to anyone in particular. I'm just saying everybody.
Just generalize.
Yeah.
Like, man, like don't do that. Just be accepting. Be free.
And speaking of being accepting, I think as older women, as women that are aging, right, we need to accept our bodies even though we want them to be different. So our last spotlight of the month, right, was this beautiful bodybuilder, Lisa. She started bodybuilding later on in life. She was accepting the fact that she was getting older, and she decided, I want my older years to look different. I want my future to be like my past was not. You have that ability to accept where you're at, but still change and create a more positive, older second part of life or midlife to your elder years. You can accept where you're at right now. Women, accept yourself, please. Accept yourself, accept your body, accept where you're at. And if there's things that you want to see different, be brave enough to change it. Be brave enough, no matter what your boyfriend says, because you're not as available because you're going to the gym now every day for an hour. Just do you, you know?
Yeah.
If your kids, like your kids can be a little bit more independent as well. We talked about money, career, power. We talked about that.
Money, though, I do want to say, because I don't think we did mention this, and they don't tell you this young either, and you realize it. And I think that was part of my fear going into my 50s. Like, holy shit. Like, I literally only have maybe 10 years of working. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And am I in a financial position? I think that's what scares me too.
And with Social Security things
and you don't know if that's going to exist by the time we get there, you know? So that is probably the only thing that I would definitely say is, as you're younger, be mindful to saving.
Yeah, saving
money is
that's huge
one.
And then I hate
and no one taught me that.
No one does teach you. No. We don't prepare people for that anymore. Now, if you're not in a position, or if you don't have a lifestyle that is like, okay, well, I'm going to make money and save, then learn how to sustain life. Like, learn how to grow your own food, learn how to raise your own chickens, whatever it is. Like, it's not, I would love to homestead. God, it's my dream to homestead. Same. But you should save money, right? Because we all need money to live. But if you're not in a position to do that, learn how to live and organically, like, grow your own food, save your own rainwater.
Minimalist. Minimalist.
Yes.
And it's okay. And like, I know I have noticed that in myself. Like, I used to spend on things and I just don't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to put that money away. Mm-hmm. And that's something I wish I would have learned 30 years ago.
Yeah.
30 years ago.
20, 30 years ago.
Yeah. Like, and if it's like she said, you may not be able to do hundreds, thousands, you know, but honestly, 5, 10, 15, 20 adds up way
real quick.
Quicker than you realize.
Tip yourself for the day, ladies. Tip yourself.
That's a great point.
Yeah, tip yourself. Like you would a server. Tip yourself for the day. How well did you do today? Or even
change. When you get change, and everybody throws it somewhere, honestly, take that and then put it into a savings account and just let that continuously grow. Yeah. But and I do have a friend that she does help people invest and learn how to do that. Yeah. And so I'll tag her too, and maybe she's someone that we can have on the podcast.
I would like to do a podcast about money and about understanding like different things about money as we get older, because I think going from way back in the day, like we were talking, the men had all the control of the finances. Right. And so now this is somewhat new concept, even though there are women that are dominating. To you, we love you. But don't be a woman that settles. So we are women that watch other women constantly settle. Don't settle in a bad or unhappy marriage. Don't settle in a life that you're living that you're not fond of. I mean, that's one of the things that no one really talks about, settling.
Well, and then that kind of, and from a personal experience, you know, before I got married, I was in my mid-20s making 6 figures.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. And then I got married, and I got married to military, and I had to give that up. And I gave that up thinking I need to be a wife and a mother and,
this is the
and
future,
do all the things that they teach you about, right? And I don't, like I said, I don't regret it. I had an amazing life, you know, but I gave that up. Went and lived, right, as a mom, stay-at-home mom and wife, and did all that stuff. And then when that didn't work and I came back and I entered a whole new job market, I was like starting over 30 years later.
That's got to be like a total mind F.
It was. Yeah. And it was a big struggle, and nobody prepares you for that. And as a woman, as a young woman, nobody tells you that. You know, the only thing that saved me, and at the time, you know, I got some criticism from other wives and from my own ex, is, and I don't know what made me do it, but I always kept my own checking account. I always kept my own account.
Independence, ladies.
And I would always put money into it and saved and not that I had a huge nest egg, but when I went through my divorce and was basically restarting my whole life in my 30s, I had a little bit to sustain and keep me afloat. If I hadn't done that, I probably would have been homeless. You know, so these are things like, just be mindful. And now again I'm 50 and I'm like, shit, I had given up my prime work years, right, where I should have been collecting a 401k and having this retirement fund, but I was a stay-at-home mom.
You gave it all up for your kids.
I gave it all up for my kids, and then now I'm 50, and that was part of the fear of turning 50, like, holy shit, like, what do I do now? You know, again, because this isn't anything that people talk about.
No, they don't talk about it.
Teaches you this.
No, people don't want to, you know, they either don't want to form a judgment about where you're at, so they don't want to know. This is the things that I run into. Or I find myself thinking, or they just think that it's inappropriate to talk about like finances and money and income and the future. I learned so much from my friends. I don't have a problem talking about money with people, even if I'm in a really bad position. You just got to own up to it. Like, how are you ever going to get better if you don't admit the shit that you're going through?
Right.
You know? Don't settle, ladies.
No.
Do not settle. And make sure that you're maintaining, not only for yourself, first and foremost. That's the one thing that the nurse told me as soon as I had my first kid at 17. I was in the hospital, and she said, make sure that you're good, because if you're not good, he's not going to be good. Yeah. Meaning my son, my firstborn. And that's huge. We can't settle. We can't allow our hormones to cause these radical states of mind. We can't accept bad behavior from men. I mean, it's pathetic. Or other women, other friends. We want healthy relationships, right? I think it's huge. And I think this was a great birthday episode. Hello. Let's go, Mo. Yes.
So we're going to leave you with our last mindful message, motivation message.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Do you have one? Are you ready for me?
You know what? Honestly, go first, and I'll do mine.
So mine's going to come from me. I normally like quoting like Carl Jung or something, but I'm going to quote myself here.
Yeah, she said a lot of good ones today.
Oh, thank you. So it's something that I came up with last year. I actually posted it on my Instagram. I'll read it to you guys. It's not very long, but it's an original. It's an original by me. And my hashtag, I'm so proud of this. My hashtag is like Jung but win. Oh. So like, you know, Carl Jung is amazing.
Yeah.
But this is something I stand by very proudly. It says, the day that we stop seeing other people's behaviors as superficially unacceptable and start seeing the hurt in their actions, we'll become a better society as a whole. That's mine.
I love it.
That's my, you're getting older, like start seeing the whole picture, please.
Yeah. And I think mine for today is embrace getting old.
Embrace 50.
The age. It's just a number.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. I promise you, you're going to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And
huge.
Aging is beautiful. Mm-hmm. You know, it's...
Let it be beautiful.
Yeah. Own it. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel beautiful, and I'm proud that I'm 50. I'm proud that I look like this at 50.
Yes.
And, you know, you just own it. And accept it. And
embrace
the little crazy gray hairs that come out or the wrinkles that show up, you know what? That's life. Mm-hmm. That's experience.
Or the squish that you feel.
Or the squishy.
Yeah.
Or the little poochie.
It is what it is.
You know what? I gave birth to 3 beautiful babies.
Cheers to that.
You know? But just love yourself and accept aging. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my motivation.
I love that because it's such a powerful message for women. Yeah. Embrace aging. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Embrace everything that's changing within you and be the best version of yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to eat this cake.
I want to see Mo take a bite out of this motherfucker, for real.
Do it. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Please, you guys, come on.
Episodes drop every Thursday, and she wants me to take a bite.
Take a bite of this bitch.
Take a bite.
Yeah. You deserve it. Here, I'm gonna do one. I'll do one for you.
Anyway.
Alright, guys.
Here's the 50.
Here's the 50. Whoa, that's a lot of. Oh my goodness.
Catch you guys later.
Bye, guys.